We are ready.
The role is to continue to drive for the development of the game here. Although players are selected from clubs abroad, they were developed in the league.
They're really quality players and they have really good attitude and you get your money's worth.
This match has turned up several gears.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here for the start of the semifinals of the JFF National Super League, Clarendon and St. Catherine Division. After 14 games, Vere United, formerly Jamaica, they claimed the #1 spot. Old Harbour Bay came in and they have qualified. So it is Old Harbour Bay United. They're facing off against Vere United. Hello, my name is Christopher Scott. This is Island Sports Network. As we see the players now out on the field, Odette Hamilton at the helm. She was the 4th official for the match on Friday, which saw Cedar Grove Estate winning the Major League title. As we see the president of the St. Catherine Football Association coming in as the players greet each other. Jamaica is in the yellow kit with the green stripes, and of course purple with neon orange, and the orange socks is Old Harbour Bay. They're just greeting the players. And the president of the Jamaica Football Federation, Mr. Ricketts, he's here viewing this semi-final. Jamaica, who a few seasons ago was in the Premier League with Marvelly Huenden, and both were relegated. And they're still in the Super League. Vere United, they were formerly of Jamaica, situated in Clarendon. As we see the Officials getting ready. The officials getting ready. Vere United ready. Old Harbour Bay United ready. And the whole Harbour Bay United actually will kick things off. And just to give you the lineups now for each team. Sean Coleman, he's in goal. Then we have Kurt Mullings, Kenroy Lumpton, also Rainier Elliott, Sweeney Thompson, Christopher Randall, Andrew Isaacs, Alton Lewis, Kemar Shaw, Romain Sampson, and Michael Moreland. And then on the bench, Akeem Ludford, Mark Elson, Laston Reed, Alwyn Bruce, Garrington Baker, Javane Bryan, and Orlando Ricketts. And then for Old Harbour Bay, we have the man Jeffrey Suarez, he's in goal. And then we have Akeem Coley, Jason Grant, Devroy Gray, Hakeem Haddad, Marlon Henry, David Lewis, Shamar O'Connor, Javon Smith, Eric Sterling, and Romario White. And then on the bench, Kimani Beaton, Dunray Gordon, Rasharn Gray, and we have Jamari Henry, Daniel Myers, Rajay Robinson, and of course Siobhan Vernon. Too much for the man Michael Moreland. So it's a throw for Old Harbour Bay United. Old Harbour Bay actually finished 13 points behind Vere United. Vere United ended with 35. And Old Harbour Bay ended with 22. Vere United actually had an impressive season, only losing one match. Had a goal difference of 22, Vere United. So a statement made, but can they continue writing their story here this season with a win at least in the semi-final leg that puts them ahead? And there was a push. And that man, Eric Sterling, very punitive last name. Sterling, we know a man that plays for Manchester City. He's been on fire for them this season. We're talking about Eric Sterling. And a free kick taken. And the captain, Jason Grant, apologizes. And ball sent forward now. Attempted to find somebody in a Vere United shirt, but collected by Suarez. The man Thompson couldn't latch on to that one. Now they have possession. Ball sent forward now, headed on. Lewis heads that one into touch. Will be a throw for Vere United. Shaw now on the ball. Sent over. And the foul committed. And the man Alton Lewis. Free kick for Vere United. They actually won 11 games. Vere United won 11 and lost 1. And ball swung inside. Oh, that was close. Close. And the man Randall should have actually latched on to that one and made it very interesting. And I tell you, if he actually put that one on target, maybe it would have been 1-0 in favor of Vere United. What a chance. for the Super League leaders, formerly Jamaica. Suarez has to be careful of those set pieces. Not the tallest of defenders. Through for Vere United. Moreland sends that forward. Headed on by Randall, headed further to find Elliott, but he was defended well. Sterling. Intercepted by Moreland. And last touch by Moreland, and it will be a throw for Old Harbour United. Old Harbour Bay United, headed on. Collected by the... Oh, that was a brilliant ball to Christopher Randall. Randall has space now. Will swing this one in time. Not the best crosses. And dealt with quickly by Marlon Henry. And it will be a corner for Vere United. Not the best cross. Was a weak and low cross delivered by Christopher Randall. Should have done better with that one. 1-2 touch between him and Rainier Elliott. So an opportunity, and the man Elliott will take this corner. Corner for Vere United. So inside the 18-yard box, and still danger, and a shot. And that was a wayward shot there by Coleman. Offside call. That committed on Javon Smith. United, Elliott now on the ball. Still Elliott, he turns. He's being challenged. Gives the ball away. That sends that ball over. Ball sent forward now, trying to find the man, Javon Smith. But keeper does his job. The man, Samson. And now Vere United just wanting to settle their nerves and put it forward. And ball sent over to find Moreland. He collects nicely. Ball sent forward even further. And now it's with Randall. Randall sent it over, just couldn't find his teammate once more. And now it's the captain for Old Harbour Bay. Sends that ball forward. That's not a bad ball for Javon Smith. He will be challenged. Mullings challenges and gets the ball from Smith, but they give it back. Haddad sends it forward, couldn't find Smith once more. Coleman sends it forward and finds his teammate. What will be the result? Just wide of the target. And Thompson should have made better use of that one. What a ball sent to him by the man Coleman. Latched onto it, but could not make use of this opportunity. And it's a goal kick for Old Harbour Bay United. What a chance. Should have put that one away, or at least on target. Could have been 1-0 Vere United. Just settling things here. The goalkeeper changing his jersey. Suarez now will take this goal kick. Challenge now. In the air. Not the best options from Smith. But there's a player down on the field for Vere United. Medical staff being summoned. Throw by Sampson to Moreland. He's being chased. Oh, very good recovery. And now O'Connor turns, finds his teammate White. White sends it back. And finds his teammate Sterling. Sterling sends it forward, finds nobody. And that one goes behind for a goal kick to Vere United. The man of Roy Gray. Quick and skillful player. Actually scored in the semi-finals of the St. Catherine knockout competition against Portmore United. Skillful player. Can play with the best. Headed on by Sterling. Straight into touch for a throw to Vere United. The man Moreland to take this throw. Ronald heads it on. And it's still Thompson. He's being challenged by White. Last touch by Randall. It will be a throw for Old Harbour Bay United. And he slips. Man Shamar O'Connor, but last touch by Moreland. Through again for Old Harbour Bay United. And it out. And it is a foul committed. It's actually a foul throw. So the possession has switched to the table toppers. Through quickly. Moreland on the ball now, swings that one inside. And there was an appeal for handed ball. And the referee says it's a throw for Old Harbour Bay United. Right at the corner flag. Connor loses it. And they lose it once more. Barchip forward finding nobody. But he now will be taken by the man Alton Lewis. Or he lets it run. It will be a throw taken quickly. Shaw on the ball now. Sends it back to his teammate. And the switch of play by Shaw finds Moreland. Moreland controls brilliantly. Ball sent forward now for Sampson. He wasn't fouled. Referee says challenge in the air. The Roy Gray. There's an appeal by him for a foul. Now the captain for Old Harbour Bay sends it back for his teammate, the man David Lewis, who sends it across. Ball sent forward now to find Smith. Sliding challenge there by Alton Lewis. They have possession and gives it straight away. Referee says it's a throw. Free kick. Shaw switches the play. Finds Moreland, who has controlled all of his passes pretty well. Sterling sends that ball up. Headed on by Mullings. Now it's with Shaw. Shaw chips that ball further forward, but collected by the man, Coley. Coley sends it forward, couldn't find his teammate. And the last touch is actually still in play. It's now not in play. Through for Old Harbour Bay United. Sent forward now to find Javon Smith. He slips. Through now. Taken for Vere United. Ball sent across again to find Moreland. It's been quite free. Moreland. Mullings now on the ball. Ball sent across to his teammate Lumpton. Further forward now. Thompson leaves it for Randall. Randall sends it back for Coleman. Coleman sends it across to Shaw. Vere United just looking for that telling pass. The man Alton Lewis loses it once again. Headed on by Lumpton. Coleman leaves it. Tried to find his teammate, the man Elliott, but couldn't. And that's a throw. Shaw. Back for Mullings. Moreland. Shaw has time. Finds the man Lumpton. Sends it across for Alton Lewis. Lewis. They almost lose it. Isaacs. Sent forward now. Collected by Suarez. Collected by Smith. Almost loses possession for Old Harbour Bay, but he gets it back. Haddad sends it back for his teammate. And the man Coley loses it to Vere United. Elliott. Back for Lewis. Now Shaw. Across to find Moreland, but intercepted by White. Now it's with Roy Gray. Gray on the ball now. Turns. Finds Haddad. And Smith. Oh, that's a good ball. What will they make of it? Turns. Still turns and loses it to Lumpton. Good defending by Vere United. Shaw to Isaacs. Still Isaacs. Kamar Shaw. Over finds Christopher Randall. He loses it to Sterling. Old Harbour Bay has possession. DeVroy Gray turns. Still DeVroy Gray. Challenged by Randall. White to Sterling. To Gray. They're just bouncing and moving. Ball set forward now. Trying to find Javon Smith and does. Challenged. And that was a very rash challenge there by the man Kenroy Lumpton. Free kick for Old Harbour Bay. Free kick for Old Harbour Bay. Opportunity presented for them now. The man standing over this one is the man Jason Grant. But it will be, yes it is Grant. Ball set to the back post. Headed on. But it is a goal kick for Vere United. Went out and it will be their possession. Lewis sends it over to find Moreland. Nice with the ball. So exquisite in taking that ball under control. Coleman leaves it for Thompson. Coleman gets it back now. The skipper sends it back for Moreland. Moreland turns. Coleman now to Rando. Leaves it for Moreland. Sends it inside. Defensive clearance there. Gray. Oh, beautiful skill there by Gray to get by his opponent. And he's challenged. And he does foul the man, Kenroy Lumpton. Beautiful skill there to get by the player, Kirk Mullins. I told you he's a very skillful player. Devroy Gray, too much on it for Moreland by Elliott. Through for Old Harbour Bay United. Throw taken. Gray keeps that one in play. And the man, Shamar O'Connor, fouls the skipper for Vere United, Sean Coleman. I know of a Sean Coleman. Not personally, but I know a Coleman that plays football. Actually plays for Everton. But not the guy here. Unless he flew down from the thrashing that they gave Man United today. To come and play St. Catherine and the Clarendon Football Association Major League. So yes, the division of this Major League is St. Catherine and Clarendon, where only one person will contest. And it is a foul by Sterling on Elliott. And he is showing his frustration. Take it quickly. Moreland sends it forward. But they still have it, and they lose it once more. Gray chests it down, almost gets by Mullings. Vere United has it now. Alton Lewis on the ball. Still Alton Lewis. Sends it across for Mullings. Challenged by Gray. Sends it forward for Coleman. Appeal for a throw. And Isaac sends it back for Kirk Mullings. Chests it down and sends it across to find, or try to find, Rando. And the clearance by Old Harbour Bay. White challenges Elliott. And he is fouled. Elliott. Free kick for Vere United. Take it quickly. Randall on the ball now. Swings that one inside. And Thompson couldn't collect. And there's still a chance. Defensive clearance by Sterling. Smith will latch on. Challenged by Moreland. He goes back. Finds his teammate White. Mario White on the ball now. Challenged by Randall. Referee says throw for Old Harbour Bay United. And Nate Hamilton just telling the 7 to back away a little. Devroy Gray comes back to help. Still, man Shamar O'Connor almost loses it. Jason Grant turns. The skipper still on the ball for Old Harbour Bay. Almost loses it. And Romario White now lose it cheaply to Kamar Shaw. Randall forward for Thompson. Thompson across to Elliott. Elliott tries to send it, but intercepted there. And now Haddad losing the ball cheaply. I'm not sure as to why you don't want to do that with a team that only lost one game this season. Andrew Isaacs, it's actually Isaacs over once more. They have possession, need to use it better, Vere United, if they want to get an early goal. And an opportunity. Oh, Randall almost should have converted. But there's a player down on the field for Vere United. Medical staff is being put on standby. It's being helped up. Swain Thompson, the player that was down. But he's okay. Javon Smith couldn't latch on. Defensive clearance by Kurt Mullins. And a handed ball. And it will be a free kick. Marlon Henry leaves it for David Lewis. Lewis sends it forward. To try and find DeVroy Gray, but headed on by Alton Lewis. Now it's Andrew Isaac, sends it forward for Rainier Elliott. Rainier Elliott loses it. Ball sent across. Coley sends it further up to find Shamar O'Connor. O'Connor trying to find a pass, and finds Marlon, who loses it cheaply, and Vere loses it cheaply. And I know they get the ball straight away. Not the best pass there by Jason Grant, the skipper, straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Romain Sampson. Moreland keeps it in play brilliantly. Now it's with Kenroy Lumpton. Lops that ball forward and finds Christopher Rando. Challenged by Romario White. Still Christopher Rando. Swings that one inside the 18-yard box, collected by Suarez. It's an intense matchup so far between Vere United and Old Harbour Bay United. Old Harbour Bay was fourth in this division of the Super League. And Vere United, formerly of Jamalco, was first. Headed on by Moreland. Collected, but giving the ball away. Shaw on the ball now. Chested by Moreland. Sends it forward to find Elliott, who heads it over and trying to find his teammate Randall. Challenged by Sterling. Pushes Randall out the way. And it's a throw. Take it quickly. Romario White sends it across. Collected by Gray. But giving the ball away. Not cheaply, I should say. Challenge in the air. Lumpton loses possession. Haddad tries to send that one for DeVroy Gray, but too much on it. Alton Lewis on the ball now for Vere United. Sends it further for Andrew Isaacs. Back to the man Lewis. Alton Lewis tries a shot from distance. Wide of the target. Goal kick for Old Harbour Bay United. Opportunity presented now for Old Harbour Bay United. And the man to take this is the skipper, Jason Grant. Grant with the opportunity. Wasted. Goal kick for Vere United. Vere United actually not short on scoring goals in this competition. Vere United having scored 26 goals. The best defensive team in this division, only conceding 5. So their goal difference 21. Harbour Bay also not short of scoring goals. They're actually the 3rd best goal scoring team in the division, having scored 21 goals. And the 3rd best defensive team in the division, only conceding 12. So they're top 3 in scoring goals and top 3 in defensive efficiency, only conceding 12. 7 more than Vere United, who is the best defensive team in this division. But the last result for both teams actually ended in a draw. Tollgate drew with Old Harbour Bay 2-2, and Vere United drew with Rivoli United, who was also in the Premier League, Red Stripe Premier League at one point. They drew with them 0-0. Moreland hounded by 2 players, and he was fouled by Javon Smith. Free kick for Vere United. And Odette Hamilton just speaking to the man Javon Smith. Ball sent in. Oh, an opportunity. And it's a goal kick. My word. What an opportunity for Vere United. Ball sent forward by DeVroy Gray. Kirk Mullins, defensive work. Headed on by Gray, but it's with Elliott. Now Isaacs challenged by the man David Lewis. And he is fouled. The man Akeem Coley. Quickly taken. Ball sent forward now, trying to find Javon Smith. Headed on by Moreland. Good defensive work there by Moreland. And that was a very reckless challenge by the man Shamar O'Connor. Free kick for Vere United. Just over 33 minutes gone in this contest. It's still a stalemate here at the Spanish Town Prison Oval between Vere United, formerly named Jamalco, and Old Harbour Bay United. Vere United, who finished first in this conference or this group or this division. And this is not only St. Catherine, but it's Clarendon as well. So teams from Clarendon and St. Catherine are in one division. Ball sent forward. Headed on by Elliott, headed further by Isaacs. And that was a clearance by Lewis, intercepted by White. A backheel pass to try and find Haddad. And that was a foul committed. Take it quickly. Now it's with Shamar O'Connor. And a shot blocked by Coleman. Haddad over to White. Challenged by Moreland. Further forward. And that was an offside call committed by Shamar O'Connor. Free kick for Vere United. Sometimes I think that Old Harbour United is just too eager to go forward. They just need to take their time. And they can maybe penetrate. As we see Coley, Akeem Coley on the ball, sends it forward to DeVroy Gray. Gray now being challenged by Coleman, sends it across. And he was fouled, the man Akeem Coley. So it will be a free kick for Old Harbour Bay United. Opportunity again presented for Old Harbour Bay United. To maybe send this one inside. See the tall figure just outside the 18-yard box, the man Marlon Henry. And also the man Javon Smith, not a short fellow. He's pretty tall as well. A low corner to DeVroy Gray. Opportunity presented. Oh, poked by the man Kenroy Lumpton, and that was pretty close. Dangerous for Old Harbour Bay. The ball sent it side, but headed on by Kurt Mullins. And that was a foul by the skipper of Old Harbour Bay United. Free kick for Vere United. The man Kurt Mullins still down on the field. The medical team summoned. Ball sent forward by Sampson. Headed by Randolph. Further up trying to find Thompson. Swain Thompson. He's being challenged by Sterling. Chipped over. Collected by Christopher Randall. And a shot there by Isaacs. Blocked by David Lewis. Sent forward to find the man Grant. Over to find his teammate O'Connor. It's still O'Connor with the ball. He was fouled by Andrew Isaacs. Free kick for Old Harbour Bay. Stopped. And Swain Thompson complaining to the referee Odette Hamilton, and she's explaining to him now that no complaining, just play the game of football. Ball sent contested by Devroy Gray. Still, Devroy Gray set forward, trying to find his teammate, the man, Hakeem Coley. A defensive clearance there by Mullings. So a throw for Old Harbour Bay United. Just over 39 minutes gone. Just under 6 minutes left in the first half. It's still Vere United 0, Old Harbour Bay United 0 here at the Spanish Town Prison Oval for the St. Catherine Football Association and Clarendon Football Association Major League semi-finals, leg 1. The second semi-finals will be played at 6 o'clock. Thereabouts, it will be Fraser's Whip. They're going against True Juice. That should be another exciting encounter. Free kick now. Ball sent inside. Defensive clearance there by Moreland. Sent across to find White. Sent inside once more. Collected by Sampson. Rolled directly and quickly to find Thompson. Randall would try to latch on. Headed out by Marlon Henry. Throw for Vere United. Take it quickly. Moreland over to find Shaw. Shaw further up to try and find Isaacs. Headed out by the man Coley. Collected by Alton Lewis. Forward now to find Swain Thompson. He slips. Defensive clearance by Marlon Henry once more. Lumpton. Defensive clearance again. He should have settled. Headed on by Sterling, but will be collected by Suarez. Sent further up to try and find Devroy Gray. And Lumpton will try to latch on and does send it across to Mullings. Mullings sends it forward. Elliott tries to latch on but doesn't. Still with Vere United. Too much on it. And not the direction that he wanted, Randall, by Coleman. Will be collected by Jeffrey Suarez. Collected and thrown to Romario White. White. Gray. Loses it. Moreland with the ball. Foul. Free kick for Vere United. Lumpton sends it across and finds Alton Lewis. Lewis on the ball now. Still Lewis being challenged by Grant, the skipper. Still challenges. And he does foul him. So it will be a free kick for Vere United. Free kick for Vere United, swung inside. Headed out by Sterling. Collected by Coley. Another one to be taken. So another opportunity presented for Vere United to go in front before the first half comes to a close. Corner taken. Not the best corner, headed out by Hakeem Coley. And Devroy Gray latches on. And it's still Devroy Gray. Devroy Gray tried, but couldn't keep that one in play. Throw for Vere United. Shaw to Moreland. Rolling forward to find Thompson and chips that one over to find Christopher Randall. And he does not keep that one in play. Throw for Old Harbour Bay United. Haddad sends it over to find Coley. Coley on the ball now, sends it further up to try and find his teammate O'Connor. Taken by Lumpton. Sends it forward to find Andrew Isaacs. Just sit down nicely and finds Coleman, the skipper. Sends it back. And now over to find Elliott. Too much. Bounced weirdly. And now the Vere challenges Elliott. And he does foul him. And it will be a free kick. Take it quickly. Over to find Isaacs. It is Isaacs on the ball. What they make of this attack? Coleman on the ball. The skipper with a shot. Wide of the target. 2 minutes of added time until the first half is over. Still Vere United 0. Old Harbour Bay United 0. Collected by O'Connor, turned nicely from Lewis. DeVroy Gray. Back to find Haddad. Over to Gray now. And a backheel pass to try and find Haddad once more, but that one was into touch for a throw. Alton Lewis now. Forward to find Elliott. And a high boot. There will be another free kick. Take it quickly. Moreland on the ball. Has some speed to him. Tries to get by White. Slips. And that ball goes into touch for a throw. For Vere United. And a free kick for Old Harbour Bay United. Take it quickly. Chipped forward to try and find Smith. Headed on by Mullings. Now it's with Coleman of Vere United. Over to find his teammate Alton Lewis. Lewis comes forward. Tries to get by Haddad. Ends up finding Shaw. Shaw sees the run of Randall. Randall on the ball now. Gets by White. The referee says it's a corner. It's actually a foul. I'm not sure as to why the referee called that one. But it is a free kick for Vere United. Maybe the last attack of the first half. Opportunity now, swung inside. Defensive clearance there by White. Corner for Vere United. Vere United pressing and not able to find the finishing touches. And Old Harbour Bay United not able to settle things and get a telling pass to be through on goal. Head up by Romario White. And that is the end of the first half. Stalemate here at Spanish Town Prison Oval. No one able to convert any chances presented. So at the end of the first half, it is Vere United 0, Old Harbour Bay United 0. We're going to commercials, and when we come back, second half action at the Spanish Town Prison Oval. The first in the commercials, a message from Food for the Poor.
already.
The role is to continue to drive for the development of the game here. Although players are selected from clubs abroad, they were developed in the league.
They're really quality players and they have really good attitude and you get your money's worth.
This match has turned up several gears.
On behalf of the Food for the Poor family, we would like to say thank you to all the donors, friends, well-wishers, and most of all, prior warriors for the years of support to this organization.
Thank you!
Thank you to the donors and thank you, Food for the Poor.
Thank you!
We got to work hard and hard and hard. Alright, one love, two food for the poor. The blessing right you know is sure. You make me want me keys and door. Hey, me I tell everything it's hardcore, yo. Oh, Mr. Fisherman. Hey, oh, Mr. Fisherman. Oh, Mr. Big Man. The fisherman have them real plan. Listen now.
Mr. One bag of gold medal pan me now. Red stripe alone champion boy go. Pan up for them a sing and tento. Red stripe, watch out. Man shall let forward boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boys go. Every boy when I run from boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy now. Back down we run the marathon boy. The Red stripe Premier League champion boy. Yeah, yo.
So 1-1 the final score here in the second leg semi-final between Portmore and Mount Pleasant. But the aggregate score favors Portmore by 3-0, courtesy of the 2-1 victory they had in the first leg. But it was a game that Portmore managed well. Mount Pleasant with a flurry of excitement in the last 5 or 10 minutes. But it was not enough. To the match highlights we go. National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica, the venue for Portmore United. 2-1 leaders in the tie from the first leg. And 6-time champions of the Premier League up against Mount Pleasant, who are the first-timers in the top flight. Mount Pleasant attacking early. Headed attempt there by Francois Swaby, but a Sonny Ricketson defense for Portmore made things difficult for them. Ball in transition. Javon East breaks away. The teenager Rousseau gets the pass, slits it back inside, and the sliding effort from East. His 12th goal of the season puts Portmore in front by 1-0 in this match tonight, and 3-1 ahead on aggregate. Portmore trying to recover here to the far post. Hardly Barnes getting to it from a tight angle, not getting his header on. Sean Paul with a diving stop there in goal for Portmore. Had a brilliant night. Here's East breaking free, trying to chip goalkeeper Vargas, but goes high with the effort. Delightful pass from midfield by Ricardo Morris, who was back in the roster tonight. Beckford breaks free, rounds the goalkeeper, but the defenders for Portmore cover well here. And in the end, it's the captain Rosario Harriet that makes the clearance out. Here's Beckford. This is the point of the game that Waterhouse, Mount Pleasant, came alive. Beckford with a pass through there to Swaby, but Paul with a brilliant stop. And again, Paul with another fine stop. Benbow not being able to capitalize on that ball that came to him, ball just bubbling under his boot. And the recovery for Portmore important at this point. Here is the goal with Fergo with a cross from inside, and McCullough with a firm header down beats Paul, and that was the goal that brought the game back for Mount Pleasant. Just gave them a glimmer of hope in the final couple of minutes in stoppage time, but this man Javon East got the go-ahead goal, and 12th goal of the season. 9 attempts on goal by Portmore, 5 on target, 12 attempts on goal by Mount Pleasant, 8 of them on target, so Mount Pleasant did make an effort tonight. Look at the number of fouls in the match, 35 of them, 21 of them for Portmore players, 3 yellow cards to the Mount Pleasant men, just 1 for Portmore, 2 corners each for 2 teams, and Portmore had more of the ball possession-wise, 54%, and Nicholas Hamilton in tiers 4. Cavalier disappointed. Kamoy Simpson, who was out of this match because of injury, consoles his teammates. Cavalier season ends in frustration as it's Waterhouse winning here by 1-0 tonight. 3-0 on aggregate, and a tidy performance from the men from Drewsland. They call them Firehouse, and tonight they'll be sitting back now to watch Portmore battle Mount Pleasant for a spot in the final on the 29th of April against this Waterhouse team. To the highlights we go. The National Stadium in Kingston, the venue here for Waterhouse against Cavalier. Waterhouse 2-0 winners of the first leg, and only needed protected Cavalier making 4 changes to their starting roster of the first leg. Marshall going up for the header there in rainy conditions for the start of the match, but not connecting well on the header. Here's Rankin with a free kick, sprays it wide, but has Diego Horton diving across. Marshall slides the ball forward here for Hamilton. Look what Hamilton does here. We thought he was going for the cross, but in the end the ball comes off the crossbar, and almost Waterhouse conceding a goal there. Just moments after, Tremaine Stewart with a direct strike from the tight angle. St. Michael Edwards in goal does well. Brilliant skill here from McFarlane, whose left-footed shot is punched away by St. Michael Edwards. Brilliant skill there by McFarlane, the 27-year-old. Edwards equal to the task. Diego Horton, the Waterhouse goalkeeper, gets himself in trouble here, but Alex Marshall can't finish from the edge of the box. There were Waterhouse players in front of goal trying to protect their goal from this Marshall effort, but Marshall goes inches high over the crossbar. Start of the second half, and Waterhouse at the very beginning of the half. Here's Howell to Stewart. Stewart goes wide. Waterhouse would get the vital goal pretty soon from here. Good ball work through here. Now McFarlane, Howell, Daly has an opportunity to strike there, but puts it on the right foot and squeezes the low effort past St. Michael Edwards. 1-0 to Waterhouse in the 46th minute, and Cavalier in deeper trouble because that meant the deficit was now 3-0 And Daly, the 31-year-old, celebrates his second goal of the season. Here comes Tremaine Stewart, the team's leading scorer. No goal for him tonight, but he brought a fine stop there from St. Michael Edwards. And the Cavalier had nothing to offer tonight to the Waterhouse Fire. And tearful exit here for the Cavalier team as Waterhouse win it by 1-0, 3-0 on aggregate. 16 attempts on goal by Waterhouse, 5 of them on target. Cavalier fewer attempts on goal, 3 of them on target. 18 fouls in the match, 10 of them committed by Cavalier players. A pair of yellow cards each for the two teams. 5 corners forced by Waterhouse, 4 by Cavalier. Waterhouse had more time on the ball, 53% ball possession. So Waterhouse storm into the final on the 29th of April. Their opponents will be the winner of tonight's second leg playoff between Portmore and Mount Pleasant.
And we are ready.
The rule is to continue to drive for the development of the game here. Although players are selected from clubs abroad, they were developed in the league.
They're really quality players and they have really good attitude and you get your money's worth.
This match has turned up several gears.
Too short, we have to cherish it. The race have to run, we have to finish it. Give thanks to Rastafari. See another day. Thanks to Rastafari. Life too short, we have to cherish it. The race have to run, we have to finish it. But before me leave off for this pilgrimage, I feel tell you say me love you. Nobody knows what the future holds. You're here today, tomorrow. You're gone with the wind that blows. So tell me before I go. If you love me, better you tell me now. No matter wait till later. But when we gone, you must get to roses. And I'm a friend that my boss has got. Memories in my heart, but for those who are here right now, I can tell you something new. I was only 14 and you passed off. From the day upon me and you apart. Did everything together, Jama Jaffa. You were my brother, my soldier. I know you're somewhere up there with the stars. I know you're smiling with me from afar. I was glad I could let you know. Tell you I love you before you go. If you love me, better you tell me now.
So we're back here at the Spanish Town Prison Oval for the St. Catherine Football Association and Clarendon Football Association JFF National Super League. And it is Vere United 0. Old Harbour Bay United 0. No one able to make use of their opportunities. Not a lot between both teams, but none able to convert any opportunities presented towards them. They are still in a stalemate. This is just the first leg of the semi-finals, however. Let's see if we can get a goal in the next 45 minutes. And then later on at 6, It will be Fraser's Whip they're facing off against True Juice. Ball roll over to Alton Lewis. Clattering challenge by the man Akeem Coley, and he will receive a yellow card. So the first caution of the contest. Free kick for Vere United. Ball swung inside. Still problems for Harbour Bay United, but still have it, and now it's with Moreland. He's being challenged. Still Moreland. Sends it across the Randall and tries to get it back, Moreland, but couldn't. Sterling tried the defensive clearance, but deflection off Moreland, so it will be a goal kick for Old Harbour Bay United. Coley gives the ball away. Lewis sends it forward. Too much on it. So it is a goal kick for Old Harbour Bay United. Not a bad ball sent forward, headed on, and a shot attempted, and now it's still danger. Oh, that was close. On target for Vere United, but collected by Jeffrey Suarez. Urging some attack for the yellow and green outfit. Sweeney Thompson tries to latch on, headed out by Marlon Henry, collected by the captain, or the opposing captain, gets it back for Vere United. Lewis sends it across to the goalkeeper Sampson. Sampson pushes the ball, tries to find a pass, and it does. Christopher Randall chests it back for Moreland. Moreland tries to find a pass, ends up finding the man Lumden, who sends it to Shaw, who then sends it to the skipper. Lewis, his ball intercepted by Coley. No fault to DeVroy Gray. And that was a foul. And that will be the second caution of the contest. So Odette Hamilton issues her second yellow card. And it will be to the man Kenroy Lumpton, the number 6 for Vere United. And it will be a free kick for Old Harbour Bay United. Free kick for Old Harbour Bay United. Ball sent inside. Collected by Sampson. Didn't trouble the goalkeeper. Saw it all the way. Not too much to give man Sweeney Thompson. Throw for Old Harbour Bay United. Just nicely by the man Gray, and now Javon Smith has opportunity, but defensive clearance there behind for a corner by Moreland. What an opportunity for Javon Smith to stun the table toppers here at the Spanish Show Prison Oval. Opportunity again. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box. Not collected properly. Haddad couldn't latch onto it, but White does. Headed on by Randall. Now it's with Shaw. And ball set forward, intercepted by Sterling. And a shot. Not the best idea. Man Jason Grant. Way wide. Goal kick. Quickly taken. Lewis sends it to Isaacs. He was being challenged for a second, sends it to Shaw. Now to Coleman. Coleman across to Michael Moreland. Moreland almost loses it, finds Shaw. It's Michael Moreland. Swung inside the 18-yard box, collected by Elliott. Referee says no penalty. Collected by Lewis. And that was a clattering challenge and a free kick. Argument between Jason Grant and Devroy Gray. And there's still a tussle where the foul was committed, as Andrew Isaacs is still on the floor. It's actually Elliott that's still on the floor for Vere United. Remember, this Saturday, it is the ISN E-League. And that starts at 2 at Area 51 at Sabina Park. There are 3 ways to enter. General admission or general registration is $3,000. You can register free as long as you show proof of an ISN subscription. And then $1,000 with a My Cash card. And then if you just want to watch, it's $300, and that includes a free drink. And we also be featuring Mortal Kombat as well, but the competition is based on FIFA. So FIFA 19 is the game that will be contested, and the cash prize includes $35,000. You don't want to miss it. And that's a free kick collected by Jeffrey Suarez. And Lewis allowed on the field once more, headed out by Michael Moreland. Goes into touch, and it will be a throw. And the referee says no, it's actually a free kick. Opportunity presented still for Vere United, but the man Marlon Henry saw that one all the way. Never let the man Sweeney Thompson latch on to that one, so it will be a goal kick for Old Harbour Bay United. Free kick for Old Harbour Bay United. Ball sent inside. Defensive clearance there by Mullings. Will be collected by White. Or he lets that one roll into touch for a through to Old Harbour Bay United. Haddad, he loses it to Mullings. Mullings sends that one into touch for another throw to Old Harbour Bay United. Just trying to settle their nerves. DeVroy Gray, challenged by Michael Moreland, sends that one inside, but last touch by a Vere United player will be a corner. Corner for Old Harbour Bay United, ball swung inside. Defensive clearance by Moreland. Elliott on the ball, sends it forward, trying to find his teammate Thompson, but the other 18 gobbles it up. Coley to Haddad. Haddad swings that one to Floyd Gray, but too much on it. And the man O'Connor loses possession to Moreland. Elliott sends it forward to try and find Swaney Thompson, and does. Sees the run, and what will be the result? Oh, the referee sees the trip, it's a penalty! Have to see that replay again. Actually a very good ball to Swaney Thompson. And a ball sent over to the man Andrew Isaacs. I don't see any contact. I didn't see any contact there with the goalkeeper and Andrew Isaacs, and there is another card being issued, and it's the man Romario White that gets a yellow card. Opportunity now presented for Old Harbour, or it's actually Vere United, formerly of Jamalco. After the tussle, the result stands, and it's a penalty to Vere United. And it's the skipper, Sean Coleman, that will take this one. Not a guaranteeing goal, people, but it's a guaranteeing or 80% on target. What will be the result? It's Coleman to take this penalty, and he scores. So Vere United lead by a goal to nil. Penalty converted by Coleman. And this is the 27th goal of the season for Vere United. So Vere United, they lead and they break the deadlock. questionable decision, but no doubt that the penalty was converted. So it is 1-0 in favor of the table toppers, Vere United. Old Harbour Bay not outdone yet. They can make this game interesting. Ball intercepted. And now it's with Shaw of Vere United. It's still Shaw. It was brought down by DeVroy Gray. And it's a free kick for Vere United. Passing over now to find Michael Moreland. He's being challenged by Haddad. Michael Moreland sends that one behind, and it will be a goal kick for Old Harbour Bay United. DeVroy Gray on the ball for Old Harbour Bay. It's still DeVroy Gray. He loses it. Now it's with Isaacs. Intercepted by Henry. Now it's DeVroy Gray once more. Sends it inside the center circle to find Haddad. Haddad goes forward. It's still Haddad. He loses it to Moreland. Still Moreland. Now it's White. White. Back to Lewis. Lewis turns. He's being challenged by Elliott. Finds Sterling. Sterling forward. Finds no one. And that one goes into touch for a throw to Vere United. Lumpton. Sends it forward. Headed by Henry. Haddad. That was a clattering sliding challenge there by the man Coleman. And the referee calls back the free kick as the captain, Jason Grant, is still down on the field. He's being helped up by the man Coleman, the opposing skipper. But it's still a free kick for Old Harbour Bay United. Vere United have possession once more. Christopher Randall back for Moreland. Further back to find Mullings. Mullings steps back. Finds the man out on Lewis. Lewis on the ball. Tries to find the run, but couldn't gather that one properly. And Thompson couldn't gather that one either. Haddad back to find White. White lobs that ball forward to find Haddad once more. He's being challenged by Coleman. Headed on by Moreland, headed further by Haddad. That ball goes into touch and it's a throw to Vere United. Ball sent forward by Sterling, collected by Shaw. No back for Mullings. Kurt Mullings. Still Mullings. That ball set forward. Oh, that's a brilliant ball by Mullings. And the ball just bounced up and left him. Elliott. His ball intercepted by Sterling. And Coley. His ball intercepted by Lewis. Forward to find Isaacs. Too much on it and goes into touch for a throw to Old Harbour Bay United. Headed on by Lewis. Further by Isaacs. Now it's DeVroy Gray. His ball intercepted. Now it's with Randall. Randall to Shaw. Shaw over down to Moreland. Moreland chases that one down. His ball intercepted by White. Clearance, and it goes into touch for a throw to Vere United. Sterling. Shaw. Shot. Goal kick. Free kick for Old Harbour Bay. Intercepted once more by Alton Lewis. And the man David Lewis allows that one to go back to the goalkeeper Suarez. Suarez with the kick up field. Referee says no handled ball. And it's sent forward to Christopher Randall, but done his defensive work was the man Sterling. White over to Haddad. Haddad further to try and find DeVroy Gray, intercepted by Mullings. And it's a free kick for Old Harbour Bay United. Ball sent forward now to DeVroy Gray. Gray on the ball, tried to get by Moreland. Couldn't. Chip over to find Randall. Then find Elliott. It's Elliott. Sea of Old Harbour Bay players. And now it's with Thompson. It's still Thompson. He called for a free kick. And there's a tussle between Thompson and Lewis. And it's a throw to Vere United. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box. Still not dealt with properly. Headed on further. Isaacs over to find Coleman. Coleman. His ball is too high. Now it's with Gray. DeVroy Gray lays it off for White. White just into enemy territory. Swings it over to find Smith. Headed on by Mullings. And an acrobatic clearance by Coleman. Collected by Sterling. Sterling to Grant. Grant floats one over to try and find Javon Smith. And the referee says no penalty. Elliott now on the ball. And that's a throw for Old Harbour Bay. Taking quickly. Ball chip forward but collected by Alton Lewis. His ball intercepted by Haddad. Over to Jason Grant. Ball sent forward now to try and find DeVroy Gray. And that ball goes into touch, and it will be a throw for Old Harbour Bay United. And that shot by the man O'Connor goes straight to the goalkeeper's hands. Michael Moreland for Old Harbour or Vere United now. Sends it forward for Christopher Randall. Elliott over to Randall once more. Thompson just loses it. Ball intercepted initially by Elliott. Referee says it's a free kick. Take it quickly. Now it's with O'Connor. O'Connor turns. Finding Javon Smith, but he couldn't control properly. Straight into the goalkeeper's hands. And Sampson goes around and around and around. And collected by Sampson. Randall hits that one across. And it's a foul by Sweeney Thompson. Take it quickly. And there will be a substitution in the offing. 16, the man Shamar O'Connor. He comes out for Old Harbour Bay United. And coming on is the number 3, Daniel Myers. And then Haddad comes off, and the man Rashawn Gray comes on. And the man Randall comes off. And Ricketts comes on. And the number 9, Andrew Isaacs, comes off. And the number 4, Reed, comes on for him. So that's 3 substitutions, 1 for Vere United, 2 for Harbour Bay United. It's an offside by DeVroy Gray. Free kick for Vere United. They do lead by a goal to nil, Vere United, after 74 minutes have elapsed. So you see a free kick for Vere United. Ball sent inside the 18-yard box, trying to find the man Ricketts. And not the best decisions in the end. And now it's with Reed. Reed to Shaw, who leaves it for Ricketts. Ricketts over to find Elliott. Elliott back to Ricketts. But defensive work again by Old Harbour Bay. Chests it down well. Javon Smith on the ball now. He's being hounded by Reed. And he does foul him. So it will be a free kick for Old Harbour Bay United. And Odette Hamilton just telling him where the foul was committed. So it's the man, Jason Grant, the captain, will be taking this free kick once more, as Sterling left it for the skipper. Ball set across, intercepted, again intercepted. Collected now by White. White sends it across. And defensive error, but they do recover. Lumpton couldn't keep that one in play. So it will be a throw for Old Harbour Bay United. Man Gray sends it forward. It's for Sean Gray. And the man Myers tried to latch on, but defensive clearance by Vere United through for Old Harbour Bay United. Rashawn Gray. Rashawn Gray sends that one inside, and DeVroy Gray almost crept in. And that was close. DeVroy Gray almost made it 1-1 here at the Spanish Town Prison Oval. Still, they do have time to salvage something, maybe even get the win and put themselves in the driver's seat, Old Harbour Bay United. Sent forward, headed by White. Then by Laston Reed. Rashawn Gray back to find Sterling. Sterling forward to try and find DeVroy Gray. And defensive clearance there by the man, Kenroy Lumpton. And it is, in fact, a throw for Old Harbour Bay. There's a player down on the field. And don't forget, inside the National Stadium, inside the office, it is the 2018-2019 Red Stripe Premier League Finals. The defending champions, they do battle again with Waterhouse Football Club. So it's a replay of last year's finals, and you don't want to miss it. It is at 8:35, and we will be doing a pregame show here on YouTube and then exclusively on our website, islandsports.net, and our mobile app Island Sports Network on the Google Play Store and the Apple Store. It will be the finals, and this will be the final match of the 2018-2019 season. You don't want to miss it. It is Portmore United. They're going to face off against Waterhouse. Don't forget our E-League. You can come in $300. Chance to win some tickets to the finals as well. You don't want to miss that one. So it is Portmore United, the defending champions, against Waterhouse Football Club. As the keeper is up and ready to go for this year, the semi-finals of the St. Catherine Football Association and Clarendon Football Association JFF National Super League. This is the first leg of the first semi-finals, and then the second one is at 6. Oh, and that was a defensive error there by David Lewis, but the man Jeffrey Suarez saw it all the way. Too much for the man Orlando Ricketts. White on the ball now for Old Harbour Bay. Sends it forward, trying to find DeVroy Gray. He does. He's being challenged by Moreland. Now it is Rashawn Gray. Couldn't keep that one in play, and it will be a throw for Vere United. Orlando Ricketts on the ball for Vere. He's taken off by Sterling. Referee says no foul. Ball set forward for DeVroy Gray. Intercepted by Kenroy Lumpton. And now Elliott. Ball sent over now to Shaw. Just taken down nicely. Orlando Ricketts turns actually very nicely. And referee says no foul again. DeVroy Gray challenges Lumpton in the air. And he's down on the floor. Rashawn Gray now on the ball. And he shields the man Coleman for the throw. Still feeling some discomfort, DeVroy Gray. Ball sent forward by Reed. Taken by Thompson. Thompson. He's down on the field, but he gets up quickly. Intercepted by Shaw. And Rashawn Gray tried to latch on to that one, and he goes into touch for a throw to Vere United. That's a throw. Throw taken. Orlando Ricketts over. Turns. Finds Shaw. Shaw back for Reed. Reed. That ball set over to Elliott. And now it's with Moreland. Back to Elliott once more. Now to Moreland again. And he couldn't latch on to that one. And sent that one inside the 18-yard box. May have been problems. Beaten. And now he will try to collect once more. Defensive clearance there by Mullings. Headed on by Jason Grant. Now it's with the man Rashawn Gray. And that ball to Kimani. Beaten, but he couldn't latch on. And now it's with Kenroy Lumpton for Vere United. Chipped forward to try and find Swaney Thompson. There's a player still down on the field. The man Moreland. And the man Marlon Henry sends it over to Rashawn Gray. And now the referee stops the play. And Moreland is down on the field. He hasn't moved. Back in play now. Coleman intercepts that one for Vere United, but Coley gets it back quickly. Ball set forward now, trying to find his teammate. Man, Myers, but collected. And just under 5 minutes left in the second half and in the contest for this first leg. Grant should have sent it to the man Coley, but they do have back possession and almost loses it. Sterling. That's one of the many things we have to worry about when we're here at the Spanish Town Prison Oval. There's a foul. And another free kick for Vere United. And another opportunity. Oh, it's spilled. And, oh my word, on the frame of the goal. What a chance again to double their advantage. Old Harbour on the back foot. And Vere United almost converted once more. My oh my, that was a sneaky attempt. And my oh my, what a chance for the man Orlando Ricketts. Ball swinging tight, headed by Orlando Ricketts. And it goes behind for a goal kick to Old Harbour Bay. Well, Harbour Bay United better come their lucky stars, as there's another substitution in the offing. It's the number 10, Elliott, that is coming off for Vere United. And he's being clapped off the field. He's being everywhere on the field in terms of attacking wise for Vere United. And the man that will replace him is the number 8, Javon Bryan, or Javane Bryan. Orlando Ricketts, back for Shaw. Shaw further back for Lewis. Lewis sends that ball forward to try and find Swaney Thompson. Couldn't. Collected by White, and then collected by Thompson once more. Vere United have possession. They are going forward. Ball intercepted. Stepped in his tracks there by Romario White. Now it's back with Jason Grant, the skipper. Ships it over to find Rashawn Gray, and now Sterling. Sterling forward to try and find DeVroy Gray. And a sliding challenge by Lewis. Excellent sliding challenge to keep that ball away from DeVroy Gray. Turns. And it's one, number 11 attacking the other. And DeVroy Gray now. Sent over. Referee says no foul. Now it's with Coleman. Sliding challenge by Rashawn Gray. Forward now. And he was fouled by Jason Grant. And it will be a free kick for Vere United. So the skipper for Old Harbour Bay United is down on the field. He's being attended to. It seems to be his right leg. Maybe a hamstring injury. And showing some sportsmanship, the man, Kenroy Lumden. Minutes have elapsed, so I'm not sure as to how many minutes were given. The ball sent forward now, and the small figure of Kimani Beaton tried to latch onto that one, and actually Kimani Beaton went to St. George's College with myself. And he couldn't latch onto that one, the man Sterling. Throw for Vere United. It looks to be another win. Made this the first in the playoffs and the 20. It's actually the 12th of the season, if you count both games. Shaw on the ball, thought about the shot and stopped, sent it to Thompson. He was tackled by Marlon Henry, loses it. And that actually is a throw. Take it quickly. Now it's with Akeem Coley for Old Harbour Bay United. Sends forward. His ball intercepted. Now Kimani Beaton on the ball. Has some pace. Sends it to DeVroy Gray. DeVroy Gray on the ball. Twists and turns. Finds Sterling. Sterling on the ball. Will this be the last attack? And he gets by the man Lumpton. Sends it inside. And too much on it. But they still have possession. White. Back for the man Dyers. And swung inside. Oh, that was close. What an opportunity for Old Harbour Bay United to at least get the equalizer. But they couldn't. And there's a stop in the play. There's a keeper. There's actually a player down from Old Harbour Bay. It's the man Sweeney Thompson. Actually, Vere United. Send straight to the goalkeeper, the man Samson. Headed by Coley. Now it's with Sterling. And back to Akeem Coley. Across to find Lewis. Forward for Richard Gray, who sends it over to find White. White on the ball. Sends it forward, trying to find his teammate Myers. But couldn't. Goes into touch, however, through to Old Harbour Bay United. And now an opportunity. An opportunity presented. Oh! What a chance! What a chance for DeVroy Gray. What a chance. 2 chances in 2 minutes. And Old Harbour Bay, they're pressing. They just can't find the execution. What a chance for DeVroy Gray, the number 11 from Old Harbour Bay United, to level things here at the Spanish Town Prison Oval. Was very close. Vere United have let their foot off the gas. And Old Harbour Bay on 2 separate occasions in 2 minutes have almost made them pay. But that's the end of the contest. A controversial decision, but it's a penalty converted by the skipper, the man Sean Coleman. That was the difference maker here. So the table toppers come out victorious at the end of 90 minutes. It is Vere United 1, Old Harbour Bay United 0. Stay tuned at 6. It will be Fraser's Whip versus True Juice. already.
The role is to continue to drive for the development of the game here. Although players are selected from clubs abroad, they were developed in the league.
They're really quality players and they have really good attitude and you get your money's worth.
This match has turned up several gears.
Couldn't find Smith once more. Coleman sends it forward and finds his teammate. What will be the result? Just wide of the target. He's pretty tall as well. A low corner to DeVroy Gray. Opportunity presented. Oh, poked by the man Kenroy Lumpton. And that headed on. And a shot attempted. And now it's still danger. Oh, that was close. On target for Vere United, but collected by Jeff. Elliott sends it forward to try and find Swaney Thompson and does. Sees the run, and what will be the result? Oh, the referee sees the trip, it's a penalty! Will be the result. It's Coleman to take this penalty, and he scores! So Vere United lead by a goal to nil. Penalty converted by Coleman. Through for Old Harbour Bay United. Rashawn Gray sends that one inside, and DeVroy Gray almost crept in. And another opportunity. Oh, it's spilled, and oh my word, on the frame of the goal. What a chance again to dominate. And too much on it, but they still have possession. White, back for the man, Dyers. And swung inside, oh, that was close. What an opportunity. And now an opportunity presented. Oh, what a chance. What a chance for DeVroy Gray.